Hello, candle lovers. My name is Greg, and this is All About Candles. I was just at the mall, and I had absolutely no intention of popping into the Bath and Body Works, but when I was walking by there, I could see from afar that they had a big table full of the new candles that we're expecting for Candle Day. So I popped in there, and there was no candle sale, so I didn't buy anything. And these are also the two collections that interest me the least. One of them is the Sweet Treats collection with the Glazed Cherries and the Sugar Waffle Cone. And the other collection were those Better Together candles with pizza and ranch and chips and salsa. Anyway, so I just filmed a really quick little 5-minute video of the new candles just to give you an up close look at them. I wasn't thrilled about how most of them smelled, if I'm being honest with you, but these two particular collections that they had out on the shelves today are just not my cup of tea type of fragrances in the first place. Anyways, I'll do a little bit of a voiceover to tell you what they smelled like. Enjoy this quick little preview of Candle Day, my friends. Bye. All right, first up, we have this glazed cherry candle. It does remind me a lot of Firecracker Pop, but perhaps a little bit richer, a little bit more like sugary as opposed to bright and fruity. The scent notes are glazed cherries, orange lemon twist, and vanilla cream. This whole collection just has white wax on them. And then sugared waffle cone up here. This reminded me tremendously of Sugar Cone Crunch, which we got in the summer this year in that collection with pastel taffy with the blue lids. I wouldn't say it's a 100% for sure repackage yet. I'd have to smell it a little bit more, but it's very similar. The scent notes are freshly baked sugar cone, caramel sea salt, and gooey marshmallow. And then we had Neapolitan Ice Cream. I'll flag this one right away as saying it smelled very weak to me on cold. I'd say it's an equal sort of amount of strawberry and chocolate in there with a bit of vanilla sort of in the background. The scent notes are strawberry sauce, vanilla buttercream, and milk chocolate. And now we have the Butterscotch Swirl. The scent notes are rich caramel, gooey butterscotch, and sweet maple syrup. I expected this to be very similar to Caramel Drizzle, but it was actually quite different. It's definitely sort of a rich, sweet, gooey candle, but it actually had a bit more maple in it than I expected, which definitely made it more of a butterscotch than just a straightforward caramel. Gummy Candies here smelled interesting to me. It really smelled like sniffing a big tub of gummy worms. The scent notes are pineapple gummy candy, lemon juice, and sugar sprinkles. I wouldn't say there's much of a berry component in here. It's much more sort of a citrusy gummy fragrance, and it does have that sort of gelatinous texture to it, like smelling a tub of gummy worms. Hot Fudge Drizzle. This one reminds me a lot of a fragrance that came out during summer several years ago, Chocolate Chip Cookie. The scent notes are rich melted chocolate, vanilla bean, and a dash of brown sugar. I thought it smelled all right. A pretty straightforward chocolate fragrance. It was quite rich. And then we had coffee and donuts from the Better Together collection. What it says on the bottom of this candle, it just says a rainy Saturday with a warm French roast and glazed donut pastry. It sort of feels to me like a mashup of if you took cinnamon spiced vanilla and mashed that up with freshly brewed coffee. I feel like that's what you would get. This chips and salsa, to me, I did not enjoy. This just really smells like you're opening a jar of paste picante salsa. The scent notes say bottomless tortilla chips and a fresh salsa shared with friends for Taco Tuesday. Not picking up much on chips or a starchiness, more or less just that salsa fragrance. And this one, I didn't mind actually. The popcorn and slushie, it kind of smelled like standing in a movie theater concession stand to me. It was more fruity than it was popcorn. I would have expected a little bit more of a popcorn fragrance, but I feel like it was dominantly fruity. And pizza and ranch, I did not enjoy this one. It smelled really light to me. In fact, so did chips and salsa. It smelled really light. It smelled kind of like pepperoni, cheese. The scent notes just say the week melting away with gooey cheese and crispy pepperonis dipped in ranch. The better together, they all smelled a little weak except for the coffee and donuts. Can't say I'm super over the moon about them, but they were definitely interesting, and it was interesting to see that they had sort of put out a bunch of these candles just in the middle of a bunch of other random candles that they had laying around in the store. Anyways, thanks for tuning in to me today, folks. I really appreciate it. I'll talk to you soon. Bye for now.